when I talk about the box office, I normally talk about the entire caboodle. I read the entire article out for you guys, and I break it down thinking, hey, I think this is going to make money, or I don't think this is going to make money. But because the majority of the article is about a certain documentary that came out about a certain group of people that I have no interest in talking about or watching, we are just going to jump way into the middle of said article that took the No.1 spot. And spoiler, it ain't that documentary. It is, thank God, it's Send Help. Okay, Send Help, the new Sam Raimi film. As it says, Nowling pulled ahead with 20 million from 3,475 North American locations. Disney and 20th Century Film collected a softer than expected 8.1 million in the international box office for 28 million in total. A solid start with a $40 million production budget, which is expected to stick around beyond its debut, thanks to the great word of mouth and enthusiasm for original horror. Send Help brought out younger males, the younger male crowd of 53%, were men, while 53 were between the ages of 18 and 34. The R-rated film earned a B+ graded on Cinema Store, exit polls, and 93 Rotten Tomatoes average. The Rachel Adams and Dylan Ryan star in Send Help, a looked over employee and a toxic boss who are stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash. And that they, which is surprising because I thought naturally this movie would actually do a little bit better. I thought this movie, I was kind of shocked when I saw 8.1. The only thing I could think of is maybe the movie isn't in as many territories as, maybe it is going to be in territories. This is why people don't talk about the international box office, is because movies come out different times, different dates, so it's easy to just talk about the numbers that come out in America and see if it does well or not. And I did the math, the movie needs to make 100 mil to break even. It's what, 10%, I was going to say, dude, about 50% there. It's what, 60% there? So it might be a possibility that this movie could break a little bit of money. You know what? You know what? Honestly, I can understand when I saw the price tag, because I seen the film, 40 million. My brain went, it's two people stuck on an island. Why do you need $40 million? Now I understand. So I got Rachel Adams. She's a bit of a star, so her price tag comes along with it. So a little bit of that. But I was like, it's two people stranded on an island. And then I realized there's a CGI pig, there's the planes crash, there's the stuff that happens in the third act, there's a lot of CGI, there's also, with CGI, there's all the stuff that happens in the third act, there's the jump scares. I get you. I can see this movie costing $40 million. But it is kind of surprised that people did. You know what I think? They didn't lead into the horror a lot. They didn't lead it, but I get it. There's not much of it, but they didn't really, because at the end of the day, I think this could be a movie. Because once again, unless it's just the movie is not in some international markets. The only thing I can think of is people saying it's two people stuck on an island. I'll wait till it hits Disney Plus. Maybe that's the mindset. Because it's a really solid film. It's a really decent film. So and it is one I would recommend people to go to the movie theater. But But do I think it could hit that 40 million, that 100 mil mark? Yeah, I think so. I think it could. Where a mouth, legs, that whole thing. So there's a possibility that it could actually do decent. I think realistically, um, if I was Disney and 20th Century, you probably would know that this movie wasn't going to be wouldn't make a lot of money. Like, this is not going to be, you know, the surprise hit of the surprise hit of the year. You have to be aware of that. So if it does break even, it's going to make a little bit even. It's going to make a little bit of money, and stuff like that. So there's that. There was a YouTube movie that came out, but who cares? So, anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts of the box office.